So I'm here this morning and I'm testing out some gear. Still quite early. Obviously it's pouring the rain here, as you can see, and here the river levels are very high. Very high river levels. I don't know if you can hear me on this video. So I'm reviewing a poncho which I've got on now. Conditions are windy and very wet. The River Raven here is like 1.8 meters, which is high as it's been for many a day. It's flowing at a tremendous speed. You can't really appreciate it on this video, to be honest, but it's flowing at probably, I'd say it's flowing about 30 miles an hour, so you definitely wouldn't want to fall in there. So we'll see how we get on with this journey. And yeah, an interesting sort of run today on Saturday morning. Time's about coming up to 8 o'clock. I wanted to leave a bit later today because of conditions, so we'll see. So just for a moment, I've stopped. It's atrociously wet and windy, and there's copious amounts of water flowing off the moorland here. A great deal of water, floods everywhere. The sound on of the rain beating against my poncho around my ears is very loud, and the rain coming down, well, it feels like hail on your face with the wind. It is very windy, very miserable, if you want to put it that way, and very wet. The poncho's flapping around like a tent, so I'm just going to have a view of some of the water here. You won't really hear me now. Well, it's very hard to film up here. The wind is so strong, the rain is still relentless. Such hard work. There are streams and mini rivers across the moors everywhere here, as you can see. The wind is a bit lighter now, but it's so hard to actually run. Impossible to jog, just about. Sometimes walking's all you can do, really, because the rain is, or the terrain is just so wet. It's just impossible to jog, really. It's just too hard. As you can hear, my poncho flapping around like a tent, like mad. My glasses, of course, you can't see a thing hardly. I had to put them halfway down. And to be really gross, I can see the snot coming out of my nose and going horizontal to my right, because I've got these waterproof gloves on, which are not that waterproof, and it's just impossible to try and wipe your nose. So this is the kind of thing that you guys out there who have done a lot of this kind of stuff know what you have to put up with. For those of you who haven't, that's what you've got to put up with. It's hard work. It's about 2.5 mile uphill slog. I'm probably over halfway now. So hopefully I shall find a little shelter, an old stone ruin at the top of the hill, and have a little break, relent from the wind. So until then, I shall just log off this now. So at last I've arrived. Oh dear, at well, this is called Western White Barrel. It's a cairn, about 1,575 feet above sea level. People have turned it into a shelter. I just wonder if it actually, I think it was once upon a time a shelter of some sort, because there's a fireplace right there. Anyway, raining moderately again, and for the third or fourth time I've gone head over heels and landed in the mud, which I never do on a run normally, rarely, but this time there's just so much mud and water around, it's just really bad. Right, okay, let's just pause that and Well, since I've been videoing here, hey ho, the fog's lifted. I've only been here for a few minutes and yeah, there'll be a lot of noise now, but you can see down in a minute, right down to the sea, far in the distance. Yeah, it's stopped raining and I'm glad the fog's cleared. Dartmoor is becoming exposed again. Hey, that's nice. That's really nice. I like that. You can't beat that after a wet and sog out and then it suddenly clears up. So yeah, Dartmoor in the rain, Dartmoor clearing up from the rain, and I shall have some food and drink now, then carry on. So it's cleared up, the fog's starting to come in and get a bit again, but it's actually stopped raining now. I'm going to change this top off, take this one, it's slightly damp because where the leakage came when I had to hold the poncho. So I'm going to whip this one off, I'm going to put a long sleeve on, long sleeve carry-more top, because I feel a chill coming on, and even if I'm mostly dry, just the sheer slight humidity on your body with the wind blowing and everything else, you get a chill and it's not to be uncomfortable. So I'm going to get this one changed and then get kitted up again and we'll be off again. So I'm not going to hang around here because it doesn't take long to get cold, even on a mild day, which is probably about 9 or 10 degrees today, but it doesn't take long for the wind chill to get going. So quick change, quickly get my stuff back on. I was tempted to actually try, I just put my normal regatta waterproofs on just to warm up. I thought no, let's give this poncho a good review. This is fairly damp but not soaking wet, so I'm going to wear this one again because I want to give this poncho a fair crack of the whip for its quality and durability under the circumstances. So I'm just going to whip some back on again and put the thing back on, get myself warmed up again. It's just a sheer wind chill, even though it's not that windy now. Well, it's not behind here anyway. So yeah, so I'm going to whip some back on again very quickly. So yeah, that's our poncho job. It really looks so a sad thing, piece of equipment to wear. There's no doubt about it. It does look sad. Don't get me wrong. It's not cool to wear one of these things around. Honestly, it doesn't look good at all. But it does the job. So I'm going to sign out again now. I'm going to drink my coffee and have a sandwich. So until later on, goodbye for now. So coffee break time. I've just had a couple of quality streets. I've got my Yorkie. I used to often would take my gels, but I found that these give me a good quick fix. So gels are good for the long distance stuff, but for quick energy I do like my Yorkie Bar or something like this. So yeah, can't beat chocolate and coffee. So back on our journey again. I'm going to head down sort of towards the River Avon now and cross the Clapper Bridge, cut the journey short a little bit, and hopefully the river's not too high that I can get over it. Very windy here, hardly hear a thing, but it's so beautiful after the rain, and you get the fog still drifting across the tops of the hills. It's very lovely. Temperature's dropping, it's getting colder now, but it's okay. Red Lake over there. Yeah, it's begun to rain again. I don't think it'll come to much now. I think the bulk of the rain is finished. It's still cold copious rivulets and streams running off the hills. Dart here is risen to the levels that are higher than it were at the beginning of the week, which is about I think nearly 2 metres. And that's really tall. That's really a lot of water. 2 metres deep. So the poncho, I've still got it on, and really I think I need to develop a way that I can just keep the flapping around, not flapping around, because it really is a nuisance. It's flapping around everywhere, so on the bottom half. So I need to be able to put some kind of string around, something gentle, just to stop it flapping around. On the plus side, as regards the tent effect, I did actually feel myself getting slightly warm when I was sheltered, when it wasn't flapping around. So it has got some properties to actually increase body heat, rather like a shelter, like a light system shelter I wear. So yeah, it's pretty good. Now I'm just coming down to the River Avon now, and it looks pretty really well flooded quite badly. So I don't really want to go all the way down and find I can't get across the footbridge. There's no chance that I'm going to walk across that down there. So I'm going to snug down here as best as I can, see if I can find a way to get across, just to check out what else. It's horrendously flooded down there now, and I don't think I'm going to get across. I don't. Looking down there, that's the footbridge down there, just right in front of the centre of the picture there. I'll just zoom in a bit more. Down there is the footbridge. It's completely over the top, so there's no chance I'm going to cross there, which means I'm going to have to go back up the hill, another way, because there's no chance I'm going to go down that way. No chance, not a chance at all. Never mind. Keep me fit, and just looking up the valley there towards Broad Falls. The river is well and truly up, and here comes the rain as well, so never mind. It's all good fun. Right, I'm going to sign out of this event and wrap up, ready to go back up the hill. So this is a natural shelter. Well, it's not natural shelter, it's man-made obviously, but it's the only shelter anywhere. This is anywhere on the south of Dartmoor, the only one high up on the hills. It's on the Abbott's Way. It's still got a roof on it, quite amazingly enough, and it's been here for probably nearly 100 years. I think it used to be the place they stored the dynamite for or whatever for doing Red Lake clay works. So it's a very handy place to head for if you're up here and you need a shelter. It is always about inside, but it really is a good shelter to be in. Again, the fog's come down again. It's light rain, but with the wind it feels a lot worse. Yeah, this shelter is the only one on the whole of South Dartmoor. On the hill, especially at the height of what, I don't know, here is probably about nearly 1,500 feet. You have to go right up to the North Dartmoor to find any shelters like this. Up on the high hills, like places like Quinton's Man and Hangingstone Hill. There's a few shelters up there the army use. They leave sometimes one of them open so that people can go in. But on South Dartmoor, this is the only one. So if you're up on the moors in the middle of nowhere and you're up this way and you get caught out, this will help you to survive. So yeah, as you know, I had to change my direction a bit. Across some boggy, soggy wet Dartmoor, and I've had to go back past where I had my food earlier on, and now heading along another trail. Takes me along the ridge a bit to east of Whitebarrow, which is above the Avon Dam over there, and from there it'll go straight down nice and easy downhill to the original track that I started off this morning early. So yeah, it's still raining about. It's more of a heavy drizzle really, but And I really begin to feel that this poncho really is a good thing, you know, in the rain and conditions I'm in. Certainly got a lot going for it. I'm definitely going to keep this in my pack as a backup for running on the moors when there's potential of any rain around, because it not only keeps you dry, and I feel really quite cozy now in it. Not only dry, but also it allows you to produce a measure of heat for your body, like a life system shelter. So I shall look a bit more into that as regards to heat properties and that, and other reviews when it's cold, and see if that actually would double up as a shelter, whether it actually having to get my life systems one out if you're just having a short stop. So we'll try that out sometime as well if we get any cold weather again. So signing out for now. Wow, looks like it's finally beginning to clear up. Beautiful sunshine just now. So I'm at Eastern White Barrel now. Last part of the journey, heading downhill that way where the track is. And yeah, quite an adventure really. And hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. Some of the things I've said and experienced it with you. You guys who are watching this. The fog's beginning to vanish into the distance there. Let's get the zoom up there. And far away into the east. And Dartmoor's coming back to some normality. Well, the rain is gone. The sun is just about coming out. The fog's blown away. You know, it's something about Dartmoor. The one thing I really like about Dartmoor with the rain is when the rain stops and the fog goes and it clears up, it's beautiful up here. It's fresh, it's lovely. Dartmoor is so extreme, but it can be so beautiful. So yeah, battery's getting low. I'm gonna have to put it on the battery bank charge in a minute. So I'm just going to say goodbye once again. I have to say, I do have my waterproof Otter socks on, and they've done very well, to say the least. So I recommend those waterproof socks by Otter, the brand. Feet are kept warm. They don't even feel wet really, a little bit maybe, but not much. Just sensation of wetness. They've really kept me warm. They've done a good job. They've gone through a lot this morning. I started off in the dark, more or less, so I had a head torch on for a little while before it got light. So, nearly at the end of the journey. Probably get a few more shots of the River Raven in better light conditions to show you how bad the river was, and it's probably gone down a bit by now. But I reckon another 15 minutes I'll be down to the civilization again. A lot of footage of water really because it really is absolutely saturated up here. Consider how dry the sun was. No, it's just horrendous, absolutely horrendous. Absolutely everywhere. Streams flowing everywhere. Good old Dartmoor. There we are. these waterproof socks. Also, I shall be reviewing my waterproof leggings, which I've not mentioned yet, but they've been very good in all this atrocious weather. Kept me really dry, and I forgot the name around there, but I'll show you, mention them later on as well, because they have done the real good job. Okay, back on the Zeal tramway, heading there. Well, finally back to Shipley Bridge, and the last leg of the journey is to get up the top of this hill, and then into the car. More flooded roads, and over the cattle grid, signalling the end of Dartmoor, well, the end of the moorlands anyway. There we go.